Hey guys, it's me again with another YouTube video. I believe, I don't know which video is going to come out first. Last video we spent time taking a look at a failed project of mine, the AK-47 Vulcan from CSGO. That base model that you saw is actually this model. This is my AK-47 Mark III. I have not attached the master label nomenclature to this rifle, but this is probably the closest that I'm going to get to a perfect AK-47. This is by and large just as great as I can get it, to be honest. There is a lot of stud transition techniques used in this model. For example, the slope to this stock of the AK-47 is not a slope that can be done using one stud worth of transition or two studs worth of transition. You need to use 1.5 studs worth of transition. This entire stock is built using nothing but jumpers right about through this section here, and then it's kind of closed off with this butt pad back here so that you can't see all of that. So that's cool. Stock is 4 studs wide. Lower receiver is 4 studs wide aside from the magwell. Magwell is slightly different to accommodate a 3 stud wide magazine, which tapers down to a 2 stud wide in the front. The grip right through here is 3 studs wide. The dust cover is 5 studs wide. Bolt is 2 studs wide and then 1 stud wide in other places mingling along the top. This grip up here is 4 stud wide. This grip up here is 3 stud wide. Wait, no. This grip down here is 5 stud wide. This is 3 stud wide. Or no, this is 4 stud wide, 5 stud wide, 4 stud wide, 3 stud wide. This is, I think, 4, 2 studs, 2 studs, 2 studs. Mostly 2 studs up here. 1 stud for the jamming rod or unjamming rod, whatever you want to call it. This is probably the best AK-47 that I can do for a long time. This will be the AK-47 that is hanging around, so to speak. So this is what we got in the rendered image, and this is what we got inside of LDD itself. The wooden furniture is just slightly more brown in LDD than what it is in LDD POV-Ray. So that said, this looks absolutely fantastic as an AK-47. I'm super happy with the way that this turned out. And as for features, it's pretty basic. It's just an AK-47. Our fire selector and safety switch here is currently on semi-auto, which is the lowest setting. Full auto is actually the highest or the middle setting, and then safe is the completely up setting. So how this would basically work is that right now the bolt has enough room to travel backwards to pick up the cartridge out of the magazine, which you can see right here. When the safety is up, it does not. It physically blocks this, so you cannot chamber a round itself, and you cannot pull the trigger. I know that this button looks like a takedown button, but it does not work, so don't get your hopes up. I just want to clarify that this weapon is not field strippable. Our grip down here, again, 3 stud wide. This uses a number of different techniques to get the grip to look how I wanted it for what I wanted it. The trigger guard is 2 stud wides with a brick-built trigger. Magazine release is here and locks into place on this slight little brown thing that sticks out of our 3 stud wide magazine that tapers down to 2 studs in the front with a small rubber pad on the bottom, just in case you drop it, it won't shatter on the ground completely. You have the front foregrip here. This is built primarily upside down. It switches right about through here to right side up so that you get the shaping of these air vents here, but you still get a nice rounded texture in the bottom of the handguard itself. This entire section up here is rounded as well, just like that. You can see the barrel is exposed throughout the whole thing, as is the gas tube, which runs along there. Gas block is here and holds on to our wonderful jam rod, cleaning rod. It's called a cleaning rod. I knew jam rod wasn't the right word. It's called a cleaning rod. Cleaning rod here, and the front sight block as well. Takedown lever for the gas tube is right here. Adjustable sights are here. This actually works just like a real AK. This is an idea that I believe also came from Bwawker as well as Nate Dogg. Basically, it's just a slider. You literally just slide this back and forth as you need to. Oh, gotcha. And it does what it needs to do. So it's pretty simple. Slide it forward. It kind of has to make room for itself through there. Slide it backwards, and then you can push the sight down lower. So that's kind of how that works out and how it does. So this is a pretty simple MOC. This model, there's really just not a whole bunch going on other than small, subtle shapes. The hardest part was actually doing the stock. I'm not kidding when I say that this is all basically just a whole bunch of jumper plates to get a stud right here and then half of a stud here worth of angle, and that is the entire stock basically going all the way down. That does that, it was pretty hard to do, but it was pretty worth it because I got as close to the real angle of the AK stock as you'll get using that method. So I'm really happy with this gun in general, and I hope you guys have a good day. Remember to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for more videos and social media updates. Comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos. And check out my website at bluejthemeister.bluebly.com for guns like this and more guns like this. So appreciate it, guys. Thank you for watching.